Let me tell you the truth. The truth is what is. What should be is a fantasy. A terrible, terrible lie that someone gave to people long ago. Lenny Bruce. Welcome to Tonight. I'm your host Bruce, and this is from me to you. Cheers on a great Saturday night. That's some good tea. Welcome to the show. I'm your host Bruce, and yes, we are here on our new night, our new time slot, Saturday night. You can't get better than that. The reason I decided to move from Monday to Saturday is because I wanted to keep it fresh, wanted to keep it going, you know what I mean? Change the nights. A lot of people are not doing a lot of things on Saturday nights, believe it or not. I mean, who better than to tune into, right? Me. Of course, nobody else. Me. I mean, I'm no big shot, you know, but to me I am, you know. I'm a nobody, but to me, I'm a big shot. And, man, what a show we have for you tonight. The Cable Guy, believe it or not, 1996. An amazing movie. Yes, I said it. Another 90s film. You don't want to see it? Go somewhere else. These people, man, telling me, hey, when are you going to do a new film? Let me tell you. When there's a good film out there, a new film that is good, I'll do it. Until then, I'm sticking with the classics. Also tonight, The American Love Story is back right here on this show. That is going to be pretty badass, pretty badass. The American Love Story, one of the all-time greats that I had on the show. And also, I mean, their music is just unbelievably good. I mean, you guys got to check them out. I'll leave the links below. But they're going to perform tonight. Great music video by them. And, man, what a show we have for you tonight. It's a good show. I think it's a good show. I know it's a good show. Don't go anywhere. We have a lot of stuff to talk about. Right off the bat, believe it or not, you guys heard a few weeks ago they passed the law to legalize marijuana in New Jersey. Yeah, that is true. Believe it or not, that is true. I got a lot of people asking me, hey, when are you going to smoke weed? When are you going to start smoking weed? You never smoked weed? I'm like, no, I haven't. I got enough crazy shit going on in my head as it is. Have you seen 2020? I mean, that'll put you out of your misery. But you know what? It is what it is. A lot of people like it. All power to them. You know what I mean? I don't need it. You know, it's not for me. It's not something I need to do. You know, maybe in the future, a medical emergency, something like that. Maybe I'll do it. You know, but it has to be a medical emergency. You know, medical. But yeah, you know, it's pretty cool. You know, good for all the people that are excited about it. You know, I could imagine the people, the politicians now back in the 70s when they were like teenagers. Oh, I'm going to run for office so I can legalize marijuana because that's all I do right now. Never mind. That's good. That's pretty good news. I also want to talk about, like last week I was talking about the millennials. Well, I kind of messed up. I was corrected by it. Millennials were born from like 1970 something to like 1980 something. I don't know. And then you got the generation Z or E or D. I don't know. I only know one generation, and that's Generation X. So suck it to both of you guys. You millennials, generation, whatever. Yeah, so supposedly the Generation E or Z, I don't know, is from 1997 to 2012. Well, those are the people I'm talking to right now, okay? The people that are trying to cancel everything in their path. I mean, for God's sake, what the hell did Mr. Potato Head do? He didn't do anything. He's innocent. For God's sake, he's falling apart. And you guys wanna, take his parts and put them elsewhere. Let me tell you something. It's very simple. Mr. Potato Head, you got a Mr. Potato Head and you got a Mrs. Potato Head. All you have to do is create another one to support the equality, transgender community, where they have the mixed pieces inside the body, you know what I mean? But let me tell you something. If Don Rickles heard about, them messing with Mr. Potato Head, he'll flip in his grave. And if he found out that they're trying to take away the Mr. from Potato Head, he'll flip again. At least that'll put him on the right side. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Of course, they're trying to cancel a lot of the books from Dr. Seuss. Pretty sure you guys heard about that, and that's understandable. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. They're trying to take away the negativity, the hate from these books from back then. Some people understand it, some people won't. Why did it take so long? Who knows? But it's been out there for generations, for many decades, and nothing has been done about it. And people just got so accustomed to it, so comfortable with these books. And of course, you want to bring up the new generation, the new children that are coming into this world. By the way, I heard there's like a children shortage. Yeah, I go to my social media and everybody's popping out babies all the time. I didn't know there was a shortage of babies. Somebody just posted it the other day. Ooh, we're having twins. Shortage of babies. I'm telling you. Okay. But back to the Dr. Seuss. Let me tell you something. Go right ahead. You know what I mean? But leave Mr. Potato Head alone. Leave him alone. That's it. It's one of my favorites. Toy Story. Don Rickles. The all-time great. I love Don Rickles. To me, he's the best. He made fun of everybody, but at the same time, he didn't mean what he said. He meant it out of love. And if you guys don't understand it, and you don't know comedy, he was a good man. But yeah, other than that, we're going to move on and talk about Texas right now, and Mississippi. But Texas is opening up to 100%, believe it or not. That's going to be pretty crazy, meaning they're taking off the mask. They're erasing the mask mandate, everything. All businesses at 100% capacity. You know what that means? That means that the governor, Greg Abbott, is a dumbass. Very big dumbass. Let me tell you why. Because he thinks by doing this, he's blaming illegal immigrants and this and that. Let me tell you something. No. You're a dumbass. I'm going to tell you why. Because once you open up these places, these businesses, you're talking about clubs, nightclubs, lounges, bars, people are going to crowd in there, and most of these people are not going to get the vaccines. Most of these people don't have their brain together. Okay, these are unintelligent people going out partying. And you want to open up 100% capacity when we're right there. We're so close, a few more months, and we're going to be good to go, hopefully. Doesn't look that way anymore. It looks like we're going to have a fourth surge. We'll see what happens. I'm calling it now. We're going to have a fourth surge. I don't want it to happen, but it's pretty obvious, especially with 7% of Texas only vaccinated. You know what I mean? Come on, only 7% of Texas got vaccinated. That's insane. And you want to open up at full capacity. You imbecile, you moron. I got a lot of words, but I'm not going to say it. I don't want people to be like, oh, he's cursing too much. Oh, my God. I know. There's a lot of, how do you say, sensitive people out there. They don't like when you curse. They don't like when you do this and that. Then again, it's my show. So, fuck off. Yeah. YouTube's probably going to flag me now. You said this video was good for kids. You want to go with the kids thing again? Anyways. But yeah, everything's pretty good. But other than that, besides the Texas opening up to full capacity, a lot of the stores like Costco, CVS, you name it, Target, they're going to keep doing their mask mandate and social distance. So bravo to those companies. Even Kroger, a big company, Kroger, they're going to be continuing the policies, to keep their customers and employees safe. So that's good. That's good. I applaud them for that. And more big news coming out, of course. Trump, Donald Trump. Believe it or not, he's back in the White House. He's the president again. I mean, that's news. That's news to me.
Yeah, that didn't happen, buddy.
Oh, he's not. Oh, okay. Close call. I mean, damn, I owe Jimmy some money. I thought he was back in the White House. I heard news that March 4th he was going to be re-inaugurated. No? Didn't happen? What happened? What happened to Trump? He didn't show up? Oh, it was... So they confirmed it was lies all along? Who knew? It was all lies. All lies. Oh, Trump lost the election. All this and that. I'm not even going to get into it. Bottom line is this. The whole thing is stupid. Stupid, I say. But yeah, that's what's going on right now in the world. I want to talk a little bit about movie news, believe it or not. Sony Pictures just announced they will not be making any more Friday movies. You know, with Ice Cube and stuff. Yep, nope, no more Friday movies. Unless Ice Cube goes to a new company or does it himself, they ain't producing no new Friday movies. So that's that. Of course, there's a new Joker coming out with, it's going to be Jared Leto. He's reprising the role from Justice League. Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad, but he's going to be in the new Zack Snyder's Justice League. I think it's the uncut version or something like that. So he's going to be in that, and look at the picture. I mean, it looks pretty cool. I mean, I'm actually digging this Joker. Of course, Jared Leto went online saying, he was interviewed saying, I would have done better than Joaquin Phoenix. Why do you have to go there? Why do you have to trash Joaquin Phoenix? A lot of people are saying Joaquin Phoenix this, Joaquin Phoenix that. Leave him alone. He did pretty good at playing the Joker, okay? It was his own movie. He did it. It was pretty badass. Heath Ledger, he did a great job as well. And you know what? I'm pretty sure you're going to do a great job in the new Zack Snyder's uncut version of Justice League. It is what it is. I think he's a little bitter because he didn't get his standalone film. Understandable. It happens. You know, but, that's the way it is. I want to change the subject, talk about The Rock. Believe it or not, The Rock is in the news. He likes to be rebooting a lot of the classic films from back in the day. I'm not a big fan of The Rock as an actor. That's the truth. I'm not a big fan. He was a great wrestler. I liked his promos in wrestling, but acting, I'm not entirely bought on the whole Rock actor thing. And now there's rumors that he wants to run for president. Holy crap. Stick to what you know and let the politicians do what they gotta do. Then again, politicians are not doing their job either. I don't know. But The Rock wants to reboot another classic 80s film. I don't know what it is. There's no rumors of what kind of film it's going to be. I hope it's not Die Hard. He better not touch Die Hard. But suppose he wants to do a big franchise from back in the day, reboot it, and he wants to star in it. And I'm like, just leave it alone. Come on, Rock. You know what I mean? You want to do your own stuff, fresh stuff. You know what I mean? Come up with original stuff. Stop going back and recreating Jumanji and stuff like that, which was horrible, by the way. Nothing's going to compare to the original Jumanji. Anyways, speaking about wrestling, I'm going to change the subject. The Rock's been called out, believe it or not. A few dirt sheets online have said that there's rumors going around that Shawn Michaels was the reason that The Rock was held back in the late 90s, because Shawn Michaels, who was very close with Vince at the time, Vince McMahon, didn't want The Rock to become champion because of his race. That is the rumors that are going online right now. I'm just rereading it to you guys. But yeah, that's what's going on, and I can see that happening. You know, just recently they got a new WWE champion, Bobby Lashley. He's been in the company for 17 years. He actually left, came back, but at the same time, you know, when you think about it, race in the WWE, let's talk about it. There's only been three WWE champions that have been black, African American, you name it, in the entire history of the WWE Championship. In the WWE period, WWF back in the day, the title came out in 1960 something, right? Can't really get the exact date, but it was in the 60s. And you talk about all these years, only 3 black world champions. That's not good. That's not good. When it comes to these rumors about Shawn Michaels and this person holding this person back because of race, I believe it because I look at the facts. Has there been an Asian world champion? No. Has there been a Mexican world champion? 2. Actually 3, my bad. It's going to be Eddie Guerrero, Alberto Del Rio, and of course Rey Mysterio. But believe it or not, Alberto Del Rio is the only 100% pure Mexican from Mexico that actually became world champion, which is insane. Which is insane when you think about it, you know. But that's just me. I'm just pointing out the facts. A lot of people don't look at the facts, you know. They like to look behind the facts, but that's just the way it is. Congratulations to Bobby Lashley, by the way. AEW news: Big Show made his debut. Well, Paul White made his debut in AEW, and of course, he said that this Sunday at Revolution, there's going to be a debut of a big-time star with AEW. Nobody knows who it is. Could be CM Punk. Could be Stone Cold. It could be, who knows? But yeah, that's pretty cool. AEW is doing pretty good. I don't watch it. I like to read about it. Yeah, I'm online, doing my little searching, and I'm like, oh, AEW, and then I just start searching. Start getting the information, because there might be some wrestling fans out there that might want to know what's going on. Am I right? Well, real quick, let me end this monologue. Shaq had his first match in AEW. He got put through a table, check it out, by Cody Rhodes. How crazy is that? You see that? Insane. He actually got put through the table. And then you see right there, he taps out at the last minute. I mean, it is what it is. But, it's pretty cool to see Shaq take a bump like that. But, man, the camera should have got off him. Man, got off of him right away. It was like waiting right there, and then Shaq is like tapping out. The only reason he did that is to show Cody that he's okay. He's not injured, Anyways, but yeah, we're gonna wrap this monologue up. I just want to talk about something real quick. One more thing, and that is YouTube. I don't know how YouTube works, man. I've been doing this show for going on months now, like 7 months, 8 months. I don't know. I'm on 2nd season. I started getting more subscribers last week. I noticed that it was going up. It went past 100, 120, 130. Boom, I'm back at 96. I guess, people follow. They don't like what you do, and then they unsubscribe. Well, too bad. I don't need you. Stay unsubscribed. I don't really know how YouTube works. I don't know if it was them or YouTube just took them away. I don't know what's going on. But it's, it's kind of weird how it goes up and then down. But then again, I got my Facebook page tonight with Bruce Martin. It's actually a Facebook page. It's not where you add friends and stuff like that. That's going pretty good. Almost at 5,000 followers on there. So, I appreciate everybody that's following me on there. Instagram, I'm almost hitting that 1,500 mark. So I'm, it's growing. The fan base is growing. We'll see what happens. We're going to continue this show going forward every week. We're going to go into season 3, probably by summer. And believe it or not, coming up in a few weeks, we got a great artist. One of the all-time greats, actually. One of the all-time greatest freestyle artists. There's no doubt about it. This guy, George Lamond. If you guys don't know who George Lamond is, you're living under a rock. He's the biggest freestyle artist of all time. He's going to be on this show. I'm going to have a great performance by him. We're going to take it old school because, we're going to go old school on that episode. In fact, we're probably going to go old school for a few weeks on that. Wait a minute, don't I go old school every week? All my movies are old school. Anyways. But yeah, look forward to that. A lot of good artists coming up, especially Cyber Flower. She's pretty good. She's going to be on the show. Look forward to that. Not tonight, but eventually she's going to be on. I'm going to have a great lineup for that one. And then, like I said, coming up next, we have a great movie review. The Cable Guy. The Cable Guy? Cable Guy! Coming up next. Don't go anywhere, Jack. Machu Picchu? I just want to hang out. No big deal. Guy? Oh yeah, we are ready to go right here tonight. The Cable Guy in 1996. Yes, the movie made famous by Jim Carrey and Matthew Broderick, who played the Cable Guy and Steven in the film. And man, I'm telling you, this film has it all from start to finish. It's about a guy, a stalkerish guy. Jim Carrey plays the Cable Guy who's just wants to become best friends with Steven, who's the guy that orders the cable. One thing leads to another. Jim Carrey offers free cable, legal cable to Steven. Steven accepts. Doesn't realize what he's accepting, okay, at the time. Believe it or not, it's a handful. Jim Carrey will do whatever it takes to become Steven's best friend. Steven will do whatever it takes to not let that happen. He ends up, realizing down the road, he's like, I gotta get rid of this guy, but it doesn't lead to good things. Now, this movie did about 53% of Rotten Tomato. Yep, and then $47 million at the budget, grossed over $100 million at the box office. A huge profit for the film, but considering they paid Jim Carrey $20 million to star in this film, that's insane. That is insane. That's a lot of money. It was unheard of at the time. But believe it or not, when he was negotiating his contract, he actually had his lawyers, his management team, come to the studios, come to the office to negotiate the deal in Ace Ventura, Ace Ventura costumes. You know, where he wears the fairy, stuff like that. Yeah, the dress. Well, that's what happened, and that's how they negotiated. He wanted to be taken seriously, and he got his money. It was a big joke, but at the same time, he got his $20 million. Like I said, unheard of at the time. I wonder what Matthew Broderick got at the time. I really want to know what Matthew Broderick made on this film. So if you guys know, if anybody knows, whoever's watching this, what Matthew Broderick's salary was for the film, please comment in the comment section, because I can't find it anywhere. But yeah, like I said, this movie has it all. They go to medieval times, they play basketball, it has it all. At the same time, Steven's trying to get back with his ex-girlfriend, Robin, played by Leslie Mann. And believe it or not, once everything settles down, he does eventually get back with her at the end. But throughout the movie, he's fighting for her. He's doing whatever it takes. Even Jim Carrey's character, the Cable Guy, who's playing another character, Chip Douglas, or Ernie Douglas, you name it, he goes and he tries to persuade her to come back to Steven, and does whatever he can to become best friends, to become close friends, till death do they part. But yeah, it's insane. It's definitely a stalkerish type role for Jim Carrey. A lot of people didn't really like that about him. That's why there was a lot of negative reviews at the time. But, the movie did pretty good at the box office. Good reviews, also negative reviews. Because they say that Jim Carrey was out of his element. He was just not the Jim Carrey from the other movies. Believe it or not, that the $20 million that he made for that film caused a lot of other rival companies to come back and trash Columbia Pictures, saying, what did you do? You shouldn't have done that, because all you did was make a new standard for star salaries. And it was unheard of at the time, so they were just going back and forth. They were very upset about it. That's part of why there was a lot of negativity towards the film, because Jim Carrey got paid so much. But it's Jim Carrey. It is what it is. Let it go. The movie was directed by Ben Stiller. Yes, the great Ben Stiller. He was supposed to actually play the Cable Guy in the film, along with Chris Farley, who was rumored at the time, and of course Adam Sandler, who was rumored to play the Cable Guy. Honestly, Jim Carrey did a great job. I don't see anybody else playing this character as good as Jim Carrey. There might be a few names out there, but Jim Carrey did his job. Of course, another person, Judd Apatow, who's a director. Believe it or not, he wanted to direct this film, but the studios weren't having it, so he was a writer, an executive producer, and stuff like that. But the studios weren't having it. They wanted Ben Stiller. And Judd Apatow, he didn't lose at the end, because believe it or not, he ended up getting married to Leslie Mann, who plays Robin in the film, a year later in 1997. That ended up leading on for another 20 years, and then they got a divorce. It happens. Of course, they actually go to medieval times in the film, you know what I mean? They go to that medieval times, and Matthew Broderick, real quick, is actually allergic to horses in real life, so he he was fighting it throughout the whole time. He couldn't be there that long, and they were there for like 6 hours, 6 hour shoot scenes, you know, and he just couldn't take it. He was suffering pretty much throughout that whole experience because he's allergic to the horses, especially when they were riding the horses and stuff like that. I'm sure they had stunt doubles, you know, but it is what it is. Speaking of stunt doubles, Jim Carrey, when he was playing the basketball, somebody else did the dunk. It wasn't Jim Carrey, somebody else did the dunk. And when the glass broke, believe it or not, the stunt double, the guy that plays, you know, for the Jim Carrey character, the cable guy, broke the glass. That really did break. That wasn't a part of the scene, the script, but they wanted to leave it in. And when he broke it, the glass actually came forward and hit himself in the chest and in the face. He immediately got fired, but they ended up keeping the scene in the movie, which is crazy, because the guy got fired, but the scene still made the cut. I mean, I don't know what happened there, but it's pretty insane. I want to go back to medieval times where they were sitting down and Jim Carrey put the chicken skin on top of his face, and he did Silence of the Lambs. And of course, that was a great movie right there by itself. That wasn't in the script. He did it himself. Jim Carrey did that off script, and Matthew Broderick, his reaction was genuine. You know, that was a real laugh, real reaction from Matthew Broderick, and Jim Carrey, you know, got a laugh from everybody else. Ben Stiller decided, let's keep it in the film. So yeah, like I said, this film definitely has it all, especially, you know, the ending where they're going back and forth, you know, I don't want to be your friend, and Jim Carrey's like, but you're going to be my friend. He kidnaps Robin, they go to the top of the satellite, one thing leads to another, a big fight breaks out, and at the end, Jim Carrey falls. We all think he's going to die at the end, but, you know, it doesn't lead to it. He just gets severely injured. He lands on one of the satellite dishes, and then, of course, happily ever after is Matthew Broderick with Robin at the end. During the film, they're actually playing a movie on the TV screen based on the Melendez brothers. Menendez or Melendez? One of them, Melendez or Menendez. You find out yourself. It was about these two brothers that killed their parents back in the late 80s or early 90s. Well, it was played by Ben Stiller, played the characters on screen. Also in the movie version, in the movie Cable Guy, there was a movie version of the Menendez brothers, and they were called Stan and Sam Wheat. No, Stan and Sam Sweet. And they were played by the great Eric Roberts, who is one of the all-time greats. Believe it or not, I checked his IMDb page, and believe it or not, this guy has over 200 and something credits of acting. Insane. He's a hard worker, that's for sure. But yeah, this movie, man, it's like you can't go wrong with this movie. And there's a scene where he says, "That's gotta hurt, Gene. Well, that's gotta hurt, Gene." That's based on the famous ring announcer, Mean Gene Okerlund. Yes, rest in peace. He passed away last year. But yeah, like I said, if you haven't seen this movie, go see this movie. It's definitely an instant classic, one of the all-time greats. I'm gonna see it later tonight. Actually, I enjoy that film so much. And yeah, that's gonna end it for Movie Night Review. Coming up next, believe it or not, they're back. The American Love Story right here on Tonight with Bruce Martin. Don't go anywhere, and we'll be back. Check. Don't go. Don't go. Stay right there. Stay right there. I'm watching. Stay right there. Oh yeah. And we're back. And coming up next, right now, a great music video performance by the one and only, a great band, The American Love Story. Take it away.
Orlando Police Department. If your car is parked on Orange Avenue, move it now or it will be towed. Tell your friends.
Snow in Orlando every night. Down it goes. Drink, don't think, no, not tonight. Here we go. I took some pills and now I'm higher than a fucking plane. I take that shit so I forget all my mistakes. I don't know where I am, and I don't give a damn. I don't know where I am, and I don't give a damn. Go to another bar to fill my empty glass. Look, there's another one who's sad, just like us. I took some pills and now I'm higher than a fucking plane. I take that shit so I forget all my mistakes. I don't know where I am, and I don't give a damn. I don't know where I am, and I don't give a damn. Maybe I like the way you help me escape. Maybe I like the way you help me escape. I took some pills and now I'm higher than a fucking plane. I take that shit so I forget all my mistakes. I took some pills and now I'm higher than a fucking plane. I take that shit so I forget all my mistakes. I don't know where I am, and I don't give a damn. I don't know where I am, and I don't give a damn.
Thank you guys. Thank you once again for being a part of the show. You guys are the real deal. I do appreciate you guys being back again. That was just an amazing music video, man. That was just pretty badass. If anybody wants to find out more about the American Love Story, check the links below. All their information is there. Instagram, YouTube, you name it, it's all there. Once again, thank you guys for being a part of the show. That's going to end the show tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed everything. The movie review, the music performance, the monologue, you name it. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. If you can, please subscribe, like, share. Let your family know. Let your friends know what's going on. Until then, I'll see you next week. Take it easy. Be safe. Take care of each other. Peace. Okay, go down. See you later. Hasta luego. Sayonara. I don't know any other languages. Bye.